So let's talk about equality, not equality of the races, because everybody, well, mostly everybody, has seemed to come to a clear understanding on where we should stand on that. I mean, you have a few black supremacists and white supremacists who feel that they're better than each other or seek some type of bullshit revenge or what. I don't know what the nonsense is that they're hoping to achieve with their idiocy, but yeah, they're idiots. But I'm talking about men's rights here and the ridiculous shit that women say. Now, I see a lot of women saying that, well, some men sexually assault women, attack women, hurt women, etc. We have people in our society like this, people that are scum, people that shouldn't be allowed to exist. These people are fucking trash. So their excuse is, well, I can't I can't pick who the people are. I don't know who the rapists are, who the sexual assaulters are, etc., etc. So I have to look at all men as if they're potential rapists. So I have to treat all men a specific way. And this is bullshit, misandrous bullshit, however the fuck you say the word. I can't even say the bullshit word because the whole philosophy is just garbage. The whole philosophy is garbage. It's women wanting to be in some type of control or some type of power, some unnatural balance that they're trying to create. They want to pretend like women can do anything that men can do, and that is completely untrue. Women are weaker than men. There's certain jobs that women cannot do. As far as intelligence, etc., yeah, we're all on an equal playing field here. But when it comes to physical things, protection, etc., men lead in that. And men are always going to lead in that because we're physically built, we're genetically built, biologically built to be more powerful than women. We are built to be protectors of women. And yet, I understand some of us are predators. So the answer to that, well, the answer of these ridiculous women and their fucking bullshit philosophy is that they should treat all men as potential sex offenders. And I've even seen women go as far to say, well, all men should be castrated and his sperm should just shut up. Shut up. How about men treat women like that? Because this is how you're going to have to start dealing with these people. You're going to have to give them the hard, honest, cold truth. How about this? I own a business. I'm not hiring any women. You're not getting a position. You're not moving up. You're not working for me. Now, most of the businesses, corporations, etc., are owned by men. Now, I know there's a lot of women that can do those jobs, probably better than men. Matter of fact, definitely better than men. There's women out there who excel at every trade, etc. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to hire you. Why? Because there have been women in the past who've accused men of rape and been lying, who've accused men of sexual harassment and have been lying. And it's been proven in court, and they've had to admit it at times. They've been caught on tape. There was a woman who said a man raped her, and it was literally on tape that he was nowhere near her, etc. They have ruined men's lives, sent men to prison, turned men into felons, had men sit for 10, 20 years. Look at the Central Park guys. They sat in prison for decades. You can't get that back. There's no amount of money that can pay that. You have an unlimited lifespan. So here's what I'm doing. I'm not going to hire any women. Because if I have a woman for my company and she accuses me of sexual harassment, I could lose my whole company. So, yeah, I know you're probably not going to do that. You're not going to lie. But you know what? I'm going to have to look at you like that because women in the past have lied. You see how this philosophy quickly gets thrown out the window and destroyed and sounds fucking stupid? It's like men who say all women ain't shit because they had a wife who cheated or they had a wife who stole their money, so they say all women steal. You have to look at people on an individual basis. Every person is an individual. And these women are no better than these idiot white people be like, all black people are violent. Or black people say all white people are racist, because it's not fucking true. And the thing is, you have to look at people on an individual level, not as fucking groups. And I really hate this bullshit, fake feminist shit that's coming out now, where it's like, oh, well, I gotta look at all men as sex. Okay, well, I'm gonna look at all women as potential liars in a sexual assault thing. Because the problem is when a woman accuses a man of sexual harassment or rape or whatever, that man's automatically getting arrested. He's going to jail. Automatically. As a matter of fact, Ben Roethlisberger, right? Ben Roethlisberger had sex with this girl, right? Her friend called the police, brought her to the police station, had her press charges, And the girl in court came out and said, he didn't rape me. We had consensual sex. Did you know what you were doing? Yeah. Like, I knew what I was doing. We were both drunk. So there's none of that. Only she was drunk. They were both drunk. And she said, yeah, we were both drunk. We had consensual sex. My friend wasn't allowed in the room. They didn't let her in. It was just her and Ben back there. And Ben wouldn't let her friend in. So her friend got mad and pressed a fake rape charge. This man's career is still dealing with that shit. To this day, this man's career is still dealing with that shit. There's people who've been accused of so many crimes. R. Kelly. R. Kelly is definitely guilty of some of those cases. But the cases in New York, and this not even in the fucking news. I mean, it's in the news. You can look it up, but it's not front page or nothing. You know, a lot of them New York cases got thrown out. Were proven lies. Those women were lying. They weren't telling the truth. They were lying. It was proven in court and it was thrown out. A whole bunch of the cases in New York got thrown out by the Supreme Court. People don't even know that shit. Because we have this bullshit feminist nonsense that's trying to take over society. And the problem is we have such weak men nowadays that they're allowing this to happen. You got guys who will allow women to take all their money, call them names, do everything, fuck everybody else but them. And the guy will still be standing there on standby waiting for her to call him so that he could send some money. Who is raising y'all? Who the fuck is raising y'all to act like that? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, and this is society that we're heading towards. And I'll tell you this, no society ran by a female throughout history has had a good run. People, oh, Cleopatra. Cleopatra was a Roman whore. Cleopatra was Caesar's side bitch and then was Alexander's side bitch. She was getting passed around the Roman army. She wasn't running shit. Now, when everybody was separated and maybe there was a small village or a small city at some time in history that was ran by a female, yeah, Queen Isabella. She had to marry King Ferdinand. Or he would have shut her shit down. Women throughout history have been bad leaders. And yeah, there's one here or there, but overall, 8 out of 10, I'd go as far to say 9 out of 10 female leaders have failed miserably. And is it the patriarchy that men are in control? Maybe. But that doesn't change the fact that they failed. Men need to start being men. Stand the fuck up. I believe in full equality. I believe that women should have all the rights that they have. They should be able to do everything that a man does, etc. But the playing field's already not level. Yes, men move up further in jobs and things like that. Women have advantages too, so don't pretend that then things are not going on. Woman gets the kids. Woman gets your ass for child support, massive amount of your check. You don't have a choice if that baby's born or not. That's her choice, her body, her choice, etc., and all that other stuff. You have groups of women who are trying to take power, and these women don't want to be in families. These women don't want family structures. A lot of these women don't even like men outside of abusing them. I seen a video online. There was a woman, and I just seen it today, actually. Rello shared it on TikTok. And I was watching a video, and it was this woman saying, ladies, go scam some men today. Make sure that you out there scamming. And you should see these comments. All throughout the comments, there are women, show me your ways, show me how to do it. I want to learn. I want to get... Women who are just out here trying to scam men. Literally, men's feelings are not taken into account. These women do not care how men feel, what men's feelings are. All they care about is their self. They care about nothing else. They care about financial gain. They care about staying in some type of bullshit ass power. And then when they're 30 years old with 3 kids or 40 years old with looking like shit, now they want to settle down and get married. Nobody wants you now, bro. Nobody wants you. And the reality of this situation is men need to stop doing this. I don't get it. There's pages on TikTok, even on YouTube, that are nothing but women just standing there. They're not giving you good content. You're not learning nothing. They're not teaching you nothing. They're not funny. They're just standing there, shaking their ass. 300,000 followers. We're becoming a society of fucking simps. And we're going along the wrong route. When you have men co-signing that shit, saying that, well, you know, some men are rapists and sex offenders, so maybe women should, you know, treat us all as if we're you's a bitch. You are a fucking beta. 1,000%. I hate using those terms, alpha and beta. I hate using them terms. But you are. You're a beta. You're a simp. You're a worthless example of a man if you say some bullshit. And I seen guys co-signing that shit. Today, I seen videos of that. Well, they should look, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna start looking at all women as sexual cases that don't exist yet. Maybe she's gonna lie. She might fuck my marriage up and I didn't do anything. She might sue me for $20,000. I ain't say anything to her. So from now on, I'm not hiring no women. I'm not working with no women. I'm not doing business with no women. I'm not having no women in my circumference unless it's my wife or my children, our family. That ain't fair, is it? Exactly. So when you see things like this online, whatever, shut that shit down. When you see men acting like fucking betas, call them out and say something about it. Because us real men need to stand up to this shit. Because I got a son. And I know a lot of other people have sons. There are little boys in this world that are growing up in this shit and are allowing themselves to be victimized because these women are making victims out of these boys. They are emotionally damaging them beyond repair. They're using them for money. They're using them for this. They're using them for that. And yeah, there's men doing the same thing. I agree. Those men need to be called out too. But that's not what this video is about right now. We already know that. The problem is women want to pretend like nothing's wrong, like they're not doing anything. Oh, well, you know, men do it. That's not the point. Men do it all the time. There's people that kill people all the time. That means you should go outside and kill some people because somebody fucking else did it. That's the stupidest philosophy I ever heard in my life. The reality is this. You see that shit? Call that bullshit out. It's high time that men started being fucking men.